if I believe.
Okay, nice.
Is it going to be like anime, or is it going to be like Star Wars?
Yeah, it's going to be computerized animation.
Okay.
So
like CGI.
Pretty nice. Yeah, like CGI. It's gonna be pretty nice. I saw the trailer for it earlier, and it was pretty nice. I think they dropped it today. So that was pretty cool, man. I mean, I love what they reinvigorated this dying brand, because I felt like Jurassic Park 3 was just like one of those things where it's just like, oh, like everybody saw this tainted property and nobody wanted to take a part of it. And Colin Trevorrow, I felt, was the right guy to put in charge of this project. And I mean, he did the story for Rise of the Skywalker. So I mean, I love Rise of the Skywalker, and the story that he wrote was pretty nice and a good send off for the Star, at least the Skywalkers. But yeah, and then also I wanted to talk about a couple gaming trailers that dropped this week or last couple of days. The UFC 4, EA Sports dropped a UFC 4 trailer that's gonna feature on the pre-order. Is gonna feature as Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury as playable characters.
Nice.
So if you guys like the mixed martial arts and you like the UFC, you should definitely pre-order this. It's going to be a little bit more realistic from what I've heard. They're going to have new submission mechanisms and also more fighting like realistic mechanisms in this one. So I'm excited for it. I know Wesley is excited for this too. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
And also on top of that, we also got for all my soccer people out there, we got the FIFA 2021 trailer dropped this week, and which features Kylian Mbappe in the cover, and which is actually going to feature a lot more realistic manager career modes. So for most of the people that play FIFA, you know that there's a lot of features that were missing, and I know FIFA 20 was not the ideal game that we got because it was broken. There was a lot of glitches in there, and they patched it, I think, 3 or 4 times with updates. And so with this one, I feel like it's going to be great, especially if you're being a manager, because now you could trade or you could loan off a player, and you have the option of buying him or trading him back, and you have the actual people trading players between you, and it's going to be great. I feel like this is what I wanted, and a lot of special features you can read on. If you guys want to message me, I'll send you the link to the articles and stuff that I've been reading about this. So yeah. And that's all my bit of news. I know I was rushing through it, but I was just like, I want to get everybody's news.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, I have a few pieces for you guys if you're ready.
Yeah.
First, I wanted to say happy belated birthday to Donnie Yen, a.k.a. Ip Man.
Hey.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Regis Philbin and John Saxon, who passed away both over the weekend, sadly. Moving on. AMC and Universal have struck up a deal where Universal will now be able to run a film for a shorter time, aka 3 weekends, before dropping it digitally. AMC will also get a cut of the profits from the digital sales as well.
Nice.
To me, that's so crazy.
I guess before it had to run, its theatrical run would be 90 days minimum before they could pull it. So this is interesting, but I think it's probably a good idea. Especially AMC obviously has gotten, they have their hands in the digital sales too, so they're not necessarily losing anything, right?
So what does that mean for movies, Universal movies that are playing not with AMC? I mean, they're losing out. Essentially, that means they're losing out on viewers going to the theaters, right?
Oh, so you're saying, like, what about if we go to see it at Grossmont, which is like Reading, and then so you're saying because they're going to pull it early, and then are they pulling the movie completely from theaters after 20 days, or they're playing it in theaters and also playing it on? I think that's what it.
VOD.
I think that's what it means is they have the ability to either pull it or keep it and release it digitally. So I mean, in a way, yeah, you're right. It could hurt other theaters' chances of people going to see it rather than downloading it at home. But I mean, with piracy, you already have that issue. That's an old issue in a way, too. You know what I mean? It's really whether or not the person likes the movie enough to go see it in that how do you say, in that format and on the big
environment.
Screen. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. At least they're not like shunning Universal completely like they were a while ago. Moving into some A24 news, they are dropping a hardbound version of Ari Aster's official screenplay for Hereditary. It'll be available for $60 exclusively through the A24 online shop. They also have a handful of other popular A24 screenplays. Some of the titles include Moonlight, The Witch, and Ex Machina.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you guys are into screenplays, I highly recommend picking up screenplays if you're interested in writing for film or television, because they are a very useful tool as far as looking at proper format, and idea-wise. Terrifier 2, the teaser dropped recently, and as you could expect, it looks vicious and crazy and fun.
Still have not seen the first one yet.
I think it's available on Netflix, and I would tell you guys to check it out. It's pretty brutal, so I wouldn't recommend having Jordan around, James. So, take with that what you will, at your own discretion. But yeah, Terrifier is pretty wild, pretty terrifying. Hint, hint.
Unintended.
Yeah. 2, it's the same director, and the trailer looks pretty authentic to what the original tone was. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's maybe gonna come out next Halloween. It's pushed back.
Okay.
So yeah. Also, some really big and unfortunate news. But we all probably knew it was coming, but it's still a bummer to hear it officially. For the first time in 30 years, Halloween Horror Nights will not be happening in 2020.
Yeah, that sucks. I read that.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Not much to say about that, except for just, sad. Moving on, A Quiet Place 2, which was one of the first major motion pictures to be affected by COVID, has been pushed back even further to April 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
April 23rd, 2021.
Wow.
God.
Holy shit.
I was really hoping to see that one, too.
Yeah. It sucks.
People ain't really with the just letting it stream,
No.
Well, especially when they know they can get so much money out of the theaters if they were able to be open.
Especially something like that, like people want to go see it,
Yeah, they know people want to see it.
In my last bit of news, it's also some unfortunate pushback. Guillermo del Toro and Scott Cooper's highly anticipated film Antlers has also been pushed back to February 19th, 2021. I'm very excited for this. So it's a bummer, but I mean, these movies will be worth the wait. And as long as we're not thinking about it too much, I feel like the time is going to fly by, and we're going to be here doing the show talking about how they're about to come out. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just read into Antlers, dude. I just saw some. I was gonna have some news on it, but I didn't really get into it. But I was gonna say, like, it's gonna go into the Wendigo mythological creature, right?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So hopefully that's sick, because the Wendigos in Fallout 76 in West Virginia. So I wonder where they're going to take this one's place and how they're going to do this one in Gabriel Del Toro's universe.
That's also a big monster in the Until Dawn video game. If you guys are familiar.
They get haunted by it, right?
Yeah, that's a great video game, dude.
It's also in Supernatural.
It goes to show, like, people probably believe in the Wendigo, man.
Cool. Are you guys ready to hop into some recommendations?
Oh yeah.
Tell everybody what we've been watching. Let's do it.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
All right, now we circle back around to you, James, again.
All right. So my one rec for the week is Gamer. I just watched it because it's on HBO Max. I was able to pull that up and watch it a few times, actually, within the last week and a half. It's a very fun, crazy, action-packed, futuristic movie in the not so distant future. Yeah, check it out. It's a pretty good movie. Gerard Butler,
Michael C. Hall.
Yeah, he's great in this. They're both great in that. I think this is one of the better Gerard Butler movies that we have, that he has in his filmography.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Yes, check that out. Very fun. I'll go ahead and do another one since I'm here. It's another Gerard Butler movie. I was actually Den of Thieves, because I was talking to Wes about this movie. I haven't watched it recently, but I watched it probably about a month ago. Definitely another one of his top movies, and it's a huge ensemble cast. So definitely check that one out. That one out as well. It's really entertaining, and it's a good heist movie.
Yeah, it definitely is.
For sure.
Should have been. They should do that style for GTA or something. The next.
Yeah.
Also, Den of Thieves is on Netflix for anybody out there who hasn't seen it or is unaware of that. Yeah. Check it out on Netflix. Solid film. Very surprising.
Yes.
Netflix been putting some good stuff, dude.
They have to with HBO Max and all of these streaming services. They gotta up their game, you know.
Yeah,
for sure. Stay relevant.
Yeah, those are my two.
Nice. I guess I'll go next. I got one related to basically Donnie Yen. Basically, it's for his birthday. I just watched It Man 3. I like this one. It was pretty good. It goes into he's getting older and crime in Hong Kong is not getting any better. So you get to see him go against our man Mike Tyson, dude. It was pretty cool. So that's one of my recs. And my second rec is a horror film. Horror suspense, fucking crazy. Is the Curse of Deborah Logan, dude. It was freaking nuts. So I highly recommend that one if you get weird feelings for that stuff, like exorcisms and curses and freaking what's the problem that she has? Freaking
dementia or Alzheimer's?
Yeah, Alzheimer's. Yeah, if you have problems with people like that and you're not comfortable with it, this is not the movie for you. But yeah, that movie was insane, dude.
Yeah, it actually. Not to cut you off, but it really succeeds in actually being scary. It's really a fucked up movie, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was just felt cringe, dude. At certain parts,
yeah.
The crawls up my skin, dude. I felt like little spikes through my arms and shit at certain parts, dude. You know, so highly check that one out if no one's seen it yet. So
we might have to do that for a Halloween special. You know, you never know.
Hell yeah, I'm down. It has a lot to talk about, I personally think.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll pass it on again.
Diego.
Okay, so I have 2 this week. One is the Neon Demon
Ooh.
on
Oh,